Welcome back to the channel, guys. Owner Arna's here, and today we're back at it again. All right, so today I'm gonna be answering questions that you guys asked on my Instagram account. All right, so I do have a personal Instagram account at Owner Arnas, and I got asked a bunch of questions about theme pages and stuff like that. By the way, if you're new here, you don't know who I am. My name is Owner Arnas. I run theme pages just like Passionate Income. That's one of my pages. You can check it out. And let's jump straight into the video. By the way, make sure to follow me on my personal Instagram account. I share some pretty cool stuff from my life. All right, I upload stories almost daily. How cool is that, huh? All right, so without further ado, let's jump into the questions. Okay, so question number one: is it better to nourish one platform at a time or try and grow multiple simultaneously? That's a great question. So whenever you start Instagram automation, right, you are creating content, which means like you're creating reels, let's say. Why don't you just upload them on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time, and grow them kind of at the same time? But in my opinion, you should focus on one platform at a time, nail that platform first, and then move into the next platform, because every platform is similar, but at the same time it's different. Okay, so every platform is not the same. Even if TikTok allows you to post the same format videos as Instagram Reels, doesn't mean that what you post on Instagram Reels and it went viral doesn't mean it will go viral on TikTok. There's some difference between the two, so keep that in mind. But if you're business savvy and you have business experience and you have ran multiple business in the past, you can probably handle multiple platforms. Just keep in mind that when you're a beginner, you're just putting too much strain on yourself if you're trying all the platforms, right? So make sure to just focus on one platform at a time if you're a beginner, and nail down the content, and it will get easier and easier and easier over time. Next question is it possible to grow a page primarily using posts slash carousels and no reels on IG, or are reels a must? Well, I talk about it all the time. I say what's the best way to grow on Instagram is just to post reels, quality reels. And if you can post 3 quality reels a day, that's great. Like, that's the way to go. But this question is like, can you do posts? Yes, you can do posts, but take my advice of posting reels. Reels just have a way better chance of blowing up when you're starting off. Okay, so I'd say my recommendation is always between 0 and like 50,000 followers. Don't even try to create carousels or posts. Like, it doesn't matter. Like you're not gonna grow. Okay, that's it. Or you're gonna grow, but it's gonna be like 10 times harder. So why would you choose a 10 times harder path for yourself when you can just do reels, grow 10 times quicker, and then transition into posting carousels and posts when you do have a following? Because from absolute 0, it's very, very, very hard to blow up with a carousel. When you have 50,000, 100,000 followers, for sure, go ahead, do it, make it happen. Another question: are ebooks on a specific topic still relevant to sell, or video courses are more suitable? Well, video course or an ebook, you're selling education, is the same thing. You can sell education in 100 different ways. You can sell a Notion template, you can sell a Google Doc, you can sell an ebook, you can sell a PDF guide, you can sell a video course, you can sell whatever you want to call it. You can sell a membership. All you're doing is selling education, right? You're selling information, so it's the same thing. Doesn't matter how you package it. The vehicle is the same. You're selling education. So it all depends on your marketing, how you present it, and as long as when people buy it, they get the education you promised. Pretty much doesn't matter how you package it. Obviously, like, people see more value in like a recorded course than an ebook, but obviously ebook is a great thing to do. I was listening to this podcast a few years ago, and this guy Dan Kennedy, he's like the OG of internet marketing, let's say, or selling information. He was like, you don't want your stuff to be long, like a long video course, a long ebook. You want it to be effective. He said, like, if I could sell you just like a small piece of paper, a sticky note with 8 points written on it or whatever, something like that, 8 points written on it. And if you would read them, you would use that information in your business and it would double your business. I could sell this paper to you for $10,000, okay? Because it has the results. The information actually achieves the result you want. So you don't want to focus on how you package it. It's more like, are they gonna get the result that you promised? And it depends on the marketing, right? So if you say ebook, learn about how to post 3 times a day, then you need to teach them how to post 3 times a day. But if you say, hey, this ebook will teach you how to grow to 1 million followers, and they don't grow to 1 million followers after they read that ebook, they're not going to be extremely happy, right? Because you presented a different result. So keep that in mind. Doesn't matter how you package it, as long as they get the result. And just think about it. I could definitely sell you a paper like this with like a sticky note with information that you really, really needed. And after you read that and applied it, let's say you started making $1 million a year. Okay? $1 million a year. How much does it cost you not knowing how to make $1 million a year? It costs you $1 million every single year not knowing that. So how much would you pay? Would you pay $100 to learn that? Would you pay $1,000? Would you pay $10,000? Would you take out a loan, if there was a guarantee, of $100,000 to just buy that piece of paper, read it, apply it in your business, and then you're gonna like give back the money because you're making $1 million a year? You'd probably pay $100K. But obviously, it's very hard to make a piece of paper worth $100,000. Like, it's hard, but that's what professionals do. Okay, let's jump into the next question. Ways to monetize a motivation theme page. Look at your competitors, man. Like, watch my videos. I cover this all the time. So many ways to monetize. The same way you monetize any other page, right? Just see what works in your niche, see what works for you yourself, and make it happen. One guy asked for a page review. I'll do one of those very soon. So again, guys, follow me at Owner Arnas on Instagram. And if you want me to review your theme page, I will on this YouTube channel. Just follow me and wait for my story when I upload it. One guy said, I've started a theme page similar to Wealth. Currently have 5K followers. Any suggestions? I'm serious about this. Yeah, when you're starting a page, I wouldn't look at the pages which have 10 million followers, because a page like Wealth didn't grow by using the content they're using today. Okay, they grew by using different type of content. So what they're doing today works for them, but doesn't mean that it works for new pages. What I would try and do is I would try to find pages which are growing 5,000 a day, 10,000 a day. Look at their content. Why are they growing so fast? And like get inspired by them, not the pages like Wealth or my page, right? Like we grew on a totally different type of content that we're doing today. Another question. I talk about different AI projects. How many average views do I need before offering brand deals? Depends on how you sell the story, man, and how good your outreach is, right? If you can get 10,000 followers on your personal brand where you talk about AI, and you can reach out to a brand, they're definitely gonna pay you. But if you don't know how to do the outreach, or your content is really bad, then no brand will want to sponsor you, okay? So I'd say 10,000 followers is a good starting point, especially if you said you talk about it. So it's probably you talking. It's more like a personal brand. Interesting question here. I got a personal one as well. This guy asked me, like a younger guy, because I chatted with him, I know him a bit. He said, being in a relationship when starting entrepreneurship, your opinion, yes, no, and why? I mean, look, in his situation, since I know he's like 17 or 18, he's probably living in a fairy tale. He maybe is like, he has a high school sweetheart, stuff like that. Nothing wrong with it. Congratulations, enjoy the time. But I think in today's world, if you want to be an entrepreneur, um, you can be in a relationship or you don't need to be in a relationship. It really depends on you. But just keep in mind, like if I'm talking to you right now and you're listening to this, keep in mind that you're very young and you have a long way to go, okay? And if you think, like your high school sweetheart or your first girlfriend is like amazing, well, she is. I'm not gonna say no, but bear in mind there are more people in the world, okay? Not only that one person, and you'll meet way more people in the world who maybe you'll like them more. So don't get too attached to the idea, right? Keep your mind open. Obviously, enjoy the time while you're in the relationship. And look, if you have a partner who's supportive, your journey is more fun, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you're working hard. Entrepreneurship is lonely. If you're really trying to dial in, lock yourself down and like grind for a month or two, it's lonely. So if you have a partner who's supporting that, it will be more fun. You'll have more peace of mind, and it will be nice, right? It's a great thing, and eventually, if the partner is good, right, and they're supportive, you'll end up making more money as an entrepreneur in a good relationship. Where I see from my experience, since I met a lot of entrepreneurs, where I see them struggle is they get into bad relationships, like people who do not support them being entrepreneur and like talk down to them. That's when you're gonna stress about your business and you're gonna stress about your relationship at the same time. So it's like double stress for you, and you're not gonna have that peace of mind you need to succeed in business, right? So make sure, nothing wrong with being in a relationship as an entrepreneur. Just make sure your partner is supportive, right? Don't be too needy. Don't get too attached. Just stay focused and enjoy the time. Enjoy the journey. Another question: how do you balance your priorities between YouTube and Instagram? So on Instagram, I have mainly a team doing all the work. Sometimes I pose here and there. Obviously, I'm answering DMs. That's mainly what I do on Instagram myself, but like the content creation and like stuff like that, my team handles everything, like the editing and the idea for the video and the cutting out the parts of the YouTube video, turning it into a reel. So most of the time I'm just answering DMs. Like if you message me on Instagram now, I'll be able to answer, I'll be able to send you a voice note. So that doesn't take too much time to me. For me, probably like 30 minutes to an hour on Instagram. I work on many different projects though, or on many different parts of my business at the same time. And YouTube, I usually need some time to think about like what I'm gonna talk about in this YouTube video. So I try to film every 4 or 5 days, let's say. And I film like 5 videos or 3 videos or 4 videos up front. So this way I can post daily, but I don't need to actually daily film, because not every day I feel like filming, or sometimes I just have no ideas at all. I just need to think about some ideas, right? Another thing, how would you monetize a boxing account? Same question, man. Look at my videos on monetization. But boxing account, same thing. You can sell either physical products like boxing gear. That's great. You can sell supplements for boxers, right? You can sell an online program on boxing, like boxing fundamentals, or how to become a boxing coach, or how to become an online boxing coach. Hey, that's an idea. So you can monetize in so many different ways, but I would probably choose something digital or supplements if it's physical, if you're doing a boxing niche. How to unshadow ban a theme page. Man, if you're shadow banned, only time will heal it. There's no one thing, one trick. Like I remember probably in 2020, 2021, People used to say, well, go private with your account for a few days and you'll be on shadow ban, whatever. I don't believe that BS. If you have a big page and you're shadow banned because of community guidelines, you just need to wait it out, to be honest, and that's it. Do keywords in the caption matter? Yes, absolutely. Keywords matter a lot. That's why people are doing long captions now, right? If you have a keyword heavy caption on Instagram, it really helps you to, rank that video up there. And Instagram immediately knows what the video is all about because they can analyze the keywords. So they know who to recommend the video, which ends up performing better than others most of the time. Any app for creating good reels for my page? Yes, CapCut. That's it. You want to use CapCut. Arnas, what's your all income streams? Okay, that's the last question. All my income streams. So I have many, like if I can go as deep as I want to be like, okay, I have an income source from my newsletter, from this ad deal, and then I have affiliates and I have different affiliate programs. But usually I like to separate my income streams into 3. Okay, so number 1, just like promo deals, sponsorships, stuff like that, that I do on Instagram, right? So promos, shout outs, any deal that comes as a sponsor, story promos, affiliate promos, maybe I do on Instagram. So I have that. And then I have my email newsletter, which I counted separate. They're the same businesses, but I counted separate because I can either scale up each one or scale down, right? So I have the promos and the shout outs, then I have the newsletter. So the newsletter is just like, I'm doing affiliate, I'm doing sponsorship deals, I'm selling my own products, just plenty of stuff, right? So anything that comes from newsletter. And then I have consulting / personal brand / like coaching / just being on camera and being who I am, right? So I'll give you an example, just because I'm showing myself out there and putting myself out there, it doesn't even need to be something like directly selling to the camera. Let's say if I would say, hey, go ahead and buy like something right now. It's more like just being myself, putting out the content, becoming the person I want to become, always improving myself. That means I meet a lot of people, right? And sometimes when I meet a lot of people, they're like, hey, if you ever know someone who's doing XYZ and you can connect us with them and they become a client, then we'll pay you a commission. So let's say that happened last month where, I got a commission because I connected 2 people. They started working together. I got like $500 commission just by knowing people, just by being out there, just by connecting with people, stuff like that. So if I ever receive something like that, I put it in the personal brand. Or obviously I have Insta Income, right, which is my education company. So anything that comes through that, like YouTube, probably it hasn't paid me out yet, but whenever that does come, like $30 or something, then I'll put it in the personal brand. So I would say 3 main income streams that I have. And that's pretty much it for the video. So if you want more of these videos, Q&As, follow me on Instagram @ownerarnas. Check it out. And I'll answer more. I'll do page review very soon again, like I did like 2 months ago. And leave a like on this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.